And welcome back to Atreyu News. More from Red State Watcher. Breaking. McCain makes secret trip undermining Trump. See where he went. From the Wall Street Journal. Senator John McCain secretly traveled to northern Syria last week to speak with American military officials and Kurdish fighters at the forefront of the push to drive Islamic State out of the de facto capital of Raqqa, according to U.S. officials. The unusual visit, which officials say was organized with the help of the U.S. military, came as the Trump administration is debating plans for an accelerated military campaign against the Islamic State, also known by the acronym ISIS and ISIL. I'm pretty sure I found out why they kept changing the name. It went from Al Qaeda to ISIL to ISIS. I know Barack Obama always called it ISIL. I think that was honestly designed to confuse the public into thinking these are separate entities when in actuality they are the same. Mr. McCain, chairman of the Senate Armed Services Committee, first traveled to rebel-controlled Syria in 2013 when he met with leaders of the Free Syrian Army, the umbrella group supported by America and its allies. This was believed to be the first visit to Syria since then. U.S. officials familiar with Mr. McCain's trip said the senator traveled to Kambani, the Syria town of the Turkey border controlled by Kurdish forces since 2012. In a statement, Mr. McCain's office confirmed that a trip took place, saying the senator traveled to northern Syria last week to visit U.S. forces deployed there and to discuss counter-ISIL campaign and ongoing operations to retake Raqqa. Mr. McCain is believed to be the first U.S. lawmaker to travel to the Kurdish-controlled area of northeastern Syria since it became a hub for American Special Operation Forces, who are aiding local forces in the fight against Islamic State. So it would appear McCain's taken it upon himself to engage in warfare even though he holds no position of power. I do like the idea of the Kurdish fighters getting backed, for they are allies in the region. Bill Maher was just exposed. Local was uncovered. Bill Maher, who has recently taken credit for the fall of Milo after he appeared on his show, was just exposed in an old video advocating for a sexual predator. Let's take a listen.
On the cover, Mary Kay Letourneau, the teacher from Seattle, who is in jail because she is in love. That's how I view it. I admit that it's unorthodox. She is 35. The boy is 14. He was younger when they started. But the big story this week.
Has he been bar mitzvahed?
Have I?
No, has he?
Oh. Okay. But she is pregnant again. That was the story this week. With the second child by this boy. So basically they're having a family and they're keeping the mother in jail because she won't conform to what society feels should be the perfect American family.
Yeah, it's perfect. My dad's 14 years older than me.
Absolutely sickening.
What is sickening?
A woman who's over 20 years older and she raped this kid.
Raped?
Well,
come on. She forced? How do you know? And how can you?
Well, how do you know that she didn't rape him?
How can a woman
know that she didn't seduce him?
How can a woman rape a man?
I think that an older woman can manipulate a young kid, and I don't think it's really healthy. I don't think it's healthy for a kid who's going to be 14 with 2 kids out in the world. I think those children will grow up fairly damaged. I think that kid's going to grow up fairly damaged.
So you're on her side?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, as you can see, the hypocrisy runs deep, right? It is quite funny that, well, I think a lot of it has to do with the sex reversal as well, because Milo is talking about boy and man, Bill Maher is talking about an adolescent boy and a full-grown woman, so for some reason, a woman being a predator to a young boy is acceptable according to Bill Maher, yet a man doing the same is not. They're both disgusting, and they both are wrong. Period. Wow. Feds pay out massive sum to people who are not eligible. See who and why. From the Federalist Papers, the Social Security Administration managed to pay out $1 million in benefits to individuals who do not have Social Security numbers, meaning it should be impossible for them to get benefits. Well, that's what you would think. I mean, what the hell is the point of having a Social Security number if you don't need it to vote or collect benefits? I might as well just walk around and, don't pay taxes or don't do anything. Don't even have a driver's license. What's the difference? A new audit from the Inspector General found massive errors in the government's documentation for representative pays, a term that means people who receive payments on behalf of someone else who is incapable of managing their own affairs. There are thousands of cases where the recipients receive the fund and there is no SSN on the file. Over the last 10 years, the agency paid $1 billion to 22,426 representative pays who do not have a Social Security number and not followed its policy to retain the paper application, Washington Free Beacon reports. Furthermore, unless it takes corrective action, we estimate the SSA will pay about $182.5 million in benefits annually to representative pays who do not have a Social Security number or paper application supporting their selection, the Inspector General said. In addition, the IG found that the agency paid $853.1 million in benefits since 2004 to individuals who have been officially terminated as representative pays by the agency. The errors occur because the agency did not keep up with the paper application supporting an individual's case to receive benefits on behalf of another, and did not update a system if their status was terminated. So just more inefficiency in the government. The government has gotten so massive and has become such a glutton that spending is out of control. And when we talk about figures like $800 million, crap, half of us would be happy with $500,000. But no, this money had just been wasted and squandered and given to whoever. It is amazing that if the $5 trillion that had been spent overseas in the war in particular could have rebuilt the entire country, Social Security, everything. We could have rebuilt everything. Amazing.